Folks, we often talk about the countless murders of black men by police in this country. Today, we will say her name, that is Tracy Gaeta. In February, the 54-year-old California grandmother was shot and killed by a Stockton police officer after her car bumped into his. As she was shot, he fired 30 shots into her vehicle. What in the world happened to cause that level of force to be used against her? Joining us now is the family attorney, Angelina Austin. Angelina, glad to have you here on Roland Martin Unfiltered. So, okay, this happened in February. So walk us through what happened to cause this cop to fire 30 shots into her vehicle.
Well, thank you very much for having me, Roland. And first of all, I'd like to say that is the question. The family still does not know. 2 months later, we do not have these answers. It's something that my firm has been working very diligently to ascertain. We've sent numerous requests to the police department, and in response, we received this public relations piece that many of you may have seen.
So what happened on that day? What time of day was it? Was there an altercation? Where was she going? So what happened?
What we do know is that on February 22nd of this year, at about 2 p.m., Tracy Gaeta was driving through Stockton, California. She was involved in a fender bender or some kind of motor vehicle accident with a police officer.
Okay.
From that
one second. So was the police officer driving a motorcycle? Were they driving a car? What was the cop driving?
He was in a police cruiser.
Okay, a police cruiser. So it was a fender bender. Did she hit him from behind? Was she like, so what type of, what did she hit him hard? I mean, what was it? So, what kind of accident was it?
I would say it's a very minor accident. She was going very slow. It's very hard to tell from the footage that we received, but she starts from a completely stopped position before she proceeds. And I would say maybe taps the police vehicle. The police or street camera footage shows that perhaps she was moving in a forward direction and may have been trying to squeeze between two cars. We're not really sure. But the vehicle was moving at a very slow pace, when the contact was made with the police cruiser.
All right, so folks, I want y'all to back the video up, please. I want you to go back to the beginning. Angelina, if you can just, because is this the video that police released? Video we're showing here? Okay. All right. So guys, go ahead, play the video right now. So what are we seeing here? So this is that her car?
Yes, that is Ms. Gaeta's vehicle. It is registered in her name. As you can see, she stopped for a moment and now she's pulling up again. And right there is the tap that occurs.
Okay. So
this is the beginning of the incident.
So his car, the cop's car's on the left. There's another car she's in between two cars.
Correct.
Okay, so y'all still playing the video, right? Guys, keep rolling the video, please. So, all right. So they're at a red light. Right. So freeze the video. So he said someone just 901 me, something like that. And then, so she backs up. Roll the video, guys. Roll the video. So she backs up and she goes around. Okay. Right. Then she goes right. The police cruiser.
So at this point,
the police cruiser goes in front of this white car and then goes. So then she makes a U-turn. Is that what happens here?
Absolutely. She makes a U-turn and comes back down the street. And you can see a second police cruiser joining at this point. And so in a moment, you'll be able to see Ms. Gaeta's vehicle, and she's driving, the police are pursuing. So she's driving down the road here.
So this is another, so she's driving down the vehicle. Okay.
Correct. And so she's about a minute has passed now since the first clip where she tapped the officer's vehicle. We're now at 2:09 p.m. The initial contact was 2:08. So at 2:09 p.m., you can see that there's a speed limit sign posted there saying that the speed limit is 50 miles an hour. She's going through the red light, and another officer radios in that he's spotted her vehicle.
All right, so we have that. Have they released any dash cam footage, body cam footage of the shooting?
Yes, they have. This video continues on, and it does show the point of view from the officer's body camera.
Okay, so let's do this here. So, okay, folks, roll that. Come on, roll the video. Thank you. So this is the body cam footage of the police officer right here. So he gets out. Okay, so
if I could pause you quickly, Roland.
Go ahead.
So he gets out of the vehicle immediately with his gun drawn. Immediately.
Right, all right. I saw that. Now, roll back to the beginning of the video because I'm trying to understand. So I guess her car is stopped. Go back, roll the video back, folks. Now, press play. So, okay, he throws his car in park. He gets out. She backs up. Now, does she ram his car? Okay, he says, now he's ramming me. And then he just begins to unload into the car.
Correct. So, the term ramming is an officer's term.
No, one second. So first 19 shots fired. Then he pulls the clip out and fires more shots into the car. Okay, so folks, do this here. I want y'all to back the video up. I want y'all to back the video up, please. I want you to back the video up. Again, rewind the video, please. Thank you. Bring it back because I want to go back to the beginning of the video here. And so press play. So he throws it in park. She's in front. She backs into him. That's when he comes out firing. Audio up, please.
Put your hands up! Hands up! Hands up! 19 shots fired.
So I take it when her car then became sideways and he fired those shots into the car, it was one of those shots that actually was the fatal shot.
That is correct. The family has had a private autopsy performed on Tracy Gaeta, and that is what our autopsy results reveal.
How many times was she hit?
I can't relay that information at this time, but multiple times.
Again, I go back to the beginning of the video. She tries to slide between two cars and she backs up. Guys, not this beginning, actually, yeah. And then she backs up and she goes around. Just look at the video. She's in a hurry or she's in distress or something along those lines. Has the family said anything? Was there an emergency? Was there a health issue? Because again, when you look at that, clearly she's in a rush. And even because one of the cops said she blew through a red light. Can you shed any light on what was going on?
Well, initially, we don't know what was happening with Miss Gaeta. She's not from Stockton. She's actually from Sacramento, which is about 50 miles away. Not too far, but far enough for it to be possibly outside of her usual zone of travel for, errands, let's say. So we're not sure why she was in Stockton. She doesn't have family there. She didn't have work in the area. In terms of what the officer said about her blowing through the stoplight, that was after this initial interaction where, of course, at this point, she was most likely very afraid and was fleeing.
Yeah, that is, certainly is certainly sad to see here. So you said an autopsy has been done. So what is the next steps for you and the family?
Right now, we're still working to get information from Stockton PD for the family. As anyone who has lost a loved one knows, when it happens suddenly, it's so traumatic. You have so many questions, and it's compounded in this case because Miss Gaeta was murdered. She was killed at the age of 54 years old, no criminal record, no past history of violence. For the family, Alex Gaeta, her son, has said that this feels like something out of a movie, that he just can't believe it's going on. And all that they're getting from Stockton PD is this very tailored PR piece, which is clearly trying to push the police officer's narrative.
Indeed. Well, we appreciate you coming on to give us this perspective, and we'll certainly see what happens next with the direction of this story. Thank you so very much for being with us.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
Folks, Black Star Network is here.
Hold no punches.
I'm real revolutionary right now. Black power.
Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
Thank you for being the voice of Black America, Roland.
Stay black. I love y'all.
All momentum we have now, we have to keep this going.
The video looks phenomenal.
See, this difference between Black Star Network and Black-owned media and something like CNN.
You can't be Black-owned media and be scared.
It's time to be smart.
Bring your eyeballs home.
You dig?